All right. So let's start in next topic. I think yesterday we have done a Bastion service and network watcher. In the network watcher, we have checked it out with how do we connect each other resources, right? And we also saw the topology that was not reflecting here, but we saw on VNet level. So let's see that here it's reflecting or not. Yep, it's reflecting now today. So we can see that the topologies, how it looks like, how your connection is there. So everything you can find out here. Make sense, guys? So I have deleted my bash, and so you cannot find out the UDR and the bash service. So it's only subnet is remaining here. All right. Apart from that, I just want to create a connection monitor. So I want to continuously monitor that whether I am able to reach that specific destination or not. So what I'll do that, let's say that I'll say the Google check. This is what I want to check it, and I'll have this subscription. Then I believe that is CS2 space. Okay, keep it workspace as a monitor common default, right? So I'll say that okay, add my source, which will be my machine which want to check it out. Right? That I don't have machine here, so I'll go and choose different region East to S2. Let me check where is my machine. East to West and East to S2. Perfect. And this is what South Asia. So I'll just keep it South Asia. Southeast Asia. I'll keep it this as my source, or I can add another source which can be a subnet level, or I can check it out from the resource group level, or I can check it out entire subscription, doesn't matter. So this is my source. In this source, I'll just create one test group. And what level of protocol I want to check it, what connection level I want to check it. I'll say the HTTP, and that should be reachable on port destination at port 80 and check every 30 seconds, right? And if it's respond, then it is good. So I'll just give it a path. Let have that path should be internet. Okay, pretty good. Now destination will be my test machine, or I'll say that external address non-Azure. So I'll be having, okay, I'll add endpoint. Let's say that google.com. Okay, no, this is my test group 1. We can create a new alerts, but let's leave it at alerts later on. We'll not discuss alert and just review the rules and create. So this will be keep checking my google.com from that VNet, or I can have it specific locations. Come on. Alright. So it will keep checking google.com for that machine. If anything status, let's check it in the next 30 minutes, and we can refresh and check it out whether it's reachable or not. So let's wait for that couple of more minutes. That is called connection check. Why it's not showing that? Not showing the fail, pass, anything. So all are zero. Don't know why this is not showing. Or let me refresh the browser. I don't know why it's not representing. It should shows either fail or pass, and it is stuck in the intermediate. It's not going ahead from that network. So basically you can keep checking that, and if its connection get failed, then you will get alert, which we have skipped the alert. So you'll simply get alert that connection is not reachable or connection having some error or fail, right? So that is how connection monitor works. Alright. Next is that a network performance monitor. You can simply create a APM. APM is like monitoring for resources on premises or apart from the Azure, right? this tool have a lot of and IP verify. So this is what simply we have verified that which is a source and destination it can be reached out on, right? And here we can find out what is the next hop if you want to see that for source to destination, what are the routers and hops are coming between. So let's say that I'll go for my IP address. So it will load all the hops which will be interacting while having a connections. So you can see that the next hop is directly internet, which is system route. Method is system route. All right. So those are the tools, network watcher tools. We we have to explore a little bit more. It is a lot of new features came. They are introducing new features and like this capturing packet. This is completely new features. We can capture the packet between. I think it's just like a Wireshark one. All right. All right. So let's move next topic, which is hub and spoke module. So what is hub and spoke module? Anyone knows that? What is hub and spoke? Did we discuss before hub and spoke? Am I audible, guys? Okay. So what is hub and spoke? Hmm. Right. Those will be my applications, various applications. So those will be my call spokes. All right. And this will be spoke one, spoke two. This could be spoke three. And this will be my hub network. So what is hub network do? What is a spoke network do? So spoke could be anything, any application which have a web server, which have a database server, which have application server, right? By making all this three-tier application, I'll be might be have a Flipkart.com, right? By again, I have a hub here. I have a web here. I have a DB here. I have application here, and these three makes one another website, right? So I require to maintain these machines. A user wants to log in these machines. So I cannot create a new Active Directory for them here. Every time I'm deploying a website, I'll not can have an Active Directory for each and every website, right? I cannot have a patching server for each and every website, the patching server. I cannot have monitoring service, right? Monitoring service, each and every for every applications. So what I'll do that for all the my clients, all the my applications, what I'll do that simply I'll deploy my resources in hub modules. What are the generally we deploy in hub modules? We deploy Active Directory, Windows Active Directory. Then we deploy monitoring server, right? Then we deploy patching server. Then we deploy firewall. Then we deploy kind of Citrix, Jump network, we can simply say that. jump server. All right. What else we deploy? Those are the generally common backup services, right? So those are things we generally deploy on hub network. And for the Spoke virtual machine database application, all will be managed by my hub network. So I'll be having my VPN connectivity. All right. Let's say that if I have come new client, uh, example Mintra.com, so I'll be creating new subscription for them. I'll be deploying a web server, database server, application server, but I'll not deploy the Active Directory monitoring patching server for them. I'll be using this one, right? So this is called a hub network. And if those virtual machine is required to communicate on premises, I'll be having a gateway here. From this gateway, this machine goes to on-premises, right? I'll not have multiple express route. I'll not have multiple VPN connectivity. This will be my single point of contact. Make sense, guys? All right. So if in case hub goes down, now going further, in case hub goes down, all my communication will be lost. Those all the spokes will not able to communicate to my on-premises, firewall, Active Directory, patching service, all will be not able to reach. So in case if this is a down, what we can have another hub network that you can call DR hub, disaster recovery hub, right? And all the services, Active Directory monitoring will be have either a replica or active mode, another active mode. All right, either it can be replica active passive mode or it can be active mode. So in case it goes down, my network will already have the VPN connectivity. This is on premises connected. This will be on premises connected, right? So generally we have two hubs and multiple spoke networks. So let me go to my presentation. This is example of hub and spoke, and this is what we are going to talk about a project. So this is one of a project, a live project right now. Approximately 10,000 servers are running here. So what they have, let's quickly zoom that. So this is my hub network. In hub network, I have a gateway, express route connectivity. This is my gateway, and the gateway is connected to on-premises Chicago's network, right? And that will be behind my load balancer. This is one of our load balancer that is taking care the loads for NVA. NVA is nothing but a firewall. So this is virtual machine based firewall, right? So all the loads comes from on-premises goes to gateway. From gateway is goes to load balancer. Why it's sending to load balancer? Because there will be 2, 3, 4 NVAs firewalls. So I'll just don't want to depend on one firewall. I'll just deploy the multiple firewalls, right? From there, it goes to NVA, and NVA from NVA it goes to all virtual machine networks. All will be pairing here, right? So those will be spoke. We'll talk later on spoke. What else I can see in the spokes? I have another NVA, firewall, network virtual appliances. Why required? So this will be a separate firewall for, this will be internal firewall, this will be external firewall. So any connections coming to my from outside, it will go to traffic manager, from traffic manager load balancer. Why again load balancer? Because there will be multiple firewalls, right? In this firewall, from firewall, it goes to my network and services. Any question, guys? Any questions here? No question? Then I have in a hub network, what do I have? I have one big VNet. this is a big VNet. In the VNet, I have multiple subnets. Those are the dotted lines, small dotted lines are the subnets, right? And the subnets further having various applications like jump server, PKI server, FS server, file share servers, IFS servers, Web Seal, FTP server, common SQL servers, Citrix servers, patching, backup, SMTP, WS server, encryption servers, scanning server, antivirus servers, right? Then I can have the domain, Active Directory. Then I can have external users domain. For external users, I'll be creating here. For internal users domain. So those are the different domains, Active Directory, additional Active Directories, or different roles will be there, right? Any questions here, guys, in the hub network? Any questions, guys? Are you there? Please type in the chat, guys. I need to know that whether you are understanding or not, right? And this is where I have deployed East US. And this is what subscription name I have given. So all the resources will deploy in US shared 01 shared subscription, or you can simply say the hub subscription. And I have deployed in US East 2. Let's assume this goes down, XYZ reason. What could be happen? For that, I'll be having another region which is in a different region called Central US. This is East US 2, this is in Central US. And you will find out almost all devices are here. Almost all devices are here. Some are the gray out. Gray means it's not actively running. Those machines will be actively running, right? And this will be again have another on-premises office connection via express out connections. And for the external traffic, I'll be sending my all traffic to traffic manager, and traffic manager will be having all the traffic we're generally sending here before the failover, anything fail happen. But after the failover, it all the traffic goes to here for external users. Make sense, guys? So this is how both are my hub networks. Those are the hub network. This is again hub network. Any questions, guys? No question. Perfect. Right. Now I will having spokes. So there will be various spokes. It depends on my projects. So I'll be having a project one that will web application, app application, database application. In this will be a VNet for my spoke VNet, and in the spoke VNet I'll be having three subnets. I can have multiple subnets, right? And in each subnet I can have single machines or multiple virtual machines, right? This will be my this will be my net deployment for the development. This is one of a project called EDC project. This is RIM project. This is CTMS project. The name will be defined itself that EC2 insta ES is to RIM dev RG01, right? And if I have a, this will be my VNet virtual network that is handling my development. Then I'll be having UAT, then I'll be having the prod. So this will be spoke region will be have a three networks, dev, UAT, and prod, and each will be have a different applications. Same CTMS, and here also you can find out CTMS. But the difference between it is a dev one, development one, it's a UAT one, it's a prod one. Okay, and each will have a three different VNets. Now, can you see the logs? Logs are the my NSGs. So those will be NSG I have applied at subnet level. So it could be a single machine, it could be multiple machines or PaaS services. I'll be having a subnet to restrict my applications. to restrict my communication. Okay. Now, important thing is that this development network is not paired with UAT, and UAT is not paired with uh, production, and production is not paired with my development. Why? Because in case this get compromised, this should not impact to my other application networks. So I don't have a pairing. The pairing has been crossed, but I do have pairing between the spoke to my hub network, the spoke to hub network, spoke to hub network, spoke to hub network. Similarly, let me zoom out. Similarly, those will be having a pair with their DR side. This is blue one is a primary region, and this will be my DR region. This will be my DR region. This box and this box. This will be having pairing from primary to DR, primary to DR, primary to DR. So in case anything happen on a primary region, a US East 2 goes down, so US Central start working immediately. Make sense, guys? So this pairing is called global pairing, and this is my local pairing. Any questions, guys, on this diagram? Any questions, guys? Please answer me. No questions? Perfect. Now, see this diagram which I have shown you in terms of a pictorial or might be a block format. Let's see this same diagram on my network connectivity diagram. So I'll be having hub network, another hub network B. This will be my DR network. This will be my primary network. And this is connected to on-premises Chicagus. And this is connected to on-premises Bellerica. And Bellerica and Chicagus also connected to each other. And we have also cross-premises connectivity. Either it can be express route or it can be VPN connectivity, site-to-site VPN. Now I'll be having the VNet pairing here. I'll be having VNet pairing between my hub and spokes, spoke A, B, C, right? Same way the DR spokes, those will be a DR spokes. Those will be having a pair, but in direct connectivity, there is no pairing. And all will be comes under single active directory. We'll talk on this part that how it's come in a single active directory. But could be possible. It will be one subscription. It could be another subscription. It could be one subscription. It could be another subscription. All right. So here you can find out. You can see that US shared 01 is one of our subscription. US host 01 is another subscription. Any questions on network diagram, guys? All are different region or same region? Right, this is what you have a question. This network in East US2, the hub network in US2. This is also East US2. Let me draw that one. So this network will be I have deployed in East US2. This is East US2 region, and here also you can find out this US2. This is my primary region. All the business and functions always happening here. In case there's a disaster happen in ECUS2, I'll be quickly switching off to my US Central. US Central, right? Any questions? Ravindra, or this is what you have a question. All right. So this is the end of the slide for the networking. You guys, do you have any questions on networking? So let me quickly walk through the slides. Networking modules, we have seen that a generic. Then we have seen all the resources which we have deployed so far. All right. Then we have virtual network. In the virtual network, we have seen that how the virtual network will get extended from one network to another network, right? Then we have seen the extended network. What is the extended network called? We have deployed virtual network. We have seen how what are the things available on network card, public IP, how public IP attached, how virtual machine attached to network card, how energy attached to network card, right? What are the IPs available on Azure, right? Then we saw that multiple NIC cards to one single virtual machine, right? And then we have NSGs, then endpoint services. We have talked about endpoint services, integration of endpoint services. Then we have talked about appliances, virtual appliances and UDR. Then VNet peering in detail. What is global net peering? What is the local peering? Right? Then we have seen that transit gateway. Why use a transit gateway? Right? Then we saw that what is my site-to-site VPN, point-to-site VPN, express-out VPN, VNet to VNet connectivity for the VPN services, right? How we deploy the gateways, we require special subnet, right? Then we saw the Azure DNS services, private DNS, public DNS. There's a questions, I think. Okay, no questions. Then we saw the load balancer, traffic manager. Okay, I haven't covered the traffic manager. Traffic manager, I'm not going to do practically, but it's a pretty simple. So let's say that if I show you this diagram, you can see that one traffic manager on a top. Can you see a traffic manager? The traffic manager is not a regional service. It is a global service. So what could be happen? All the my traffic for the flipkart.com. Let's say that this is I'm sending the traffic or typing flipkart.com, right? And I have my primary region. And in the primary region, I have my virtual machine, which is hosting a flipkart.com. This is my East US2. All right. What if, I'm sorry guys, what if this collapse or this region goes down, XYZ region, this region go down. So we say that, okay, if those goes down, let's create a DR site. Okay, good. We'll create a DR site. So DR site will be in US Central. Good. This is the right choice. US Central. Now, I'll say that if it East US2 goes down, it will switch to the US Central. But how it will going to switch? There is a, should I do changes with the IP on DNS record? That will take a time. And also if it's a disaster happen, I'm in the panic situation. Lot of call, lot of things is there. So it's only not only one website, there could be 100 of a website, 100 kind applications is running away right now. That all require DNS services. So it will take huge time to change it. So what I'll do that, I will have a traffic manager. This is a global service. Alright. And this traffic server manager is nothing but a DNS base load balancer, right? So it load balance, but it's will do the DNS base. What are the DNS it's there rather than IP? It's do the DNS base. So any traffic comes to my machines, it first comes to my traffic manager, and traffic manager will be say that okay, all the time show traffic should goes here, this machine. But in case any disaster happen, that time only the traffic goes to here. This is I can enforce with help of my traffic manager. What else I can do with the traffic manager? I can distribute the workload. One is that one profile is called failover profile or active passive. Then another option I can do that I can have load distribution. Load distribution. So 30% load or 50%, 60% load will goes here, and rest of 40% with load goes here. This is also I can make with help of my traffic manager. Another I can do that. Let's assume that this is not US Central. This is my India region. So I can distribute a load based on location. So what will happen generally, you see that when I type a google.com, when I type google.com, I see all Hindi language. And if I type in news, I see only Indian news, google.com.in news. Why I don't see the US news or UK news? Because I'm serving from the India. So that's why I'm getting this use. If I'm in US, so my website will be looks like this. Okay, they are not providing. Co.uk, I think. Okay, it's redirect to India itself. So let me redirect myself to another, or might be any virtual machine I'm running. So let's say that I'm checking this website from the US. So I'll see that when I type a news, that I'll see that all the US news, right? This is happening because of my location. I can set that if anyone's coming from here, this user is coming from India, send the traffic to, it's coming from India, so send the traffic to this machine. If it is coming from US, right, send the traffic to US machine. This is called regional based distribution. So that is called another feature which is available. And finally, we have one more feature called shortest path. Shortest path. So this load balancer will check that where is a less traffic, where is a less shortest path. Based on that best path, it will consider, decide and send the traffic to that location, that machine. So that is called shortest path, right? So we can achieve this all with a traffic manager. Any questions, guys, here? All right. So this is a traffic manager. We can do the performance base. We can do the weightage base. Work 60% here, 40% here. We can give a priority base. Actively go on this one location. When this location goes down, that goes to another priority, which is a passive system. then geographical location base. All we can decide at traffic manager. This is nothing but a DNS based load balancer. Alright guys, any questions guys? Any question in the past? Let's let's open the mic and ask the question if you have in the past. Because I have only 10 minutes, I have another call, and today I'm feeling very sleepy. I don't know why I'm feeling very sleepy. Uh, that whatever that whatever you decide, it's not. I'm just giving example. I can make it possible that this could be 20%, right? I can make it all 80%, 30% here, right? And rest. No, no. This scenario, this will be not a result. Yes, that's a rule. Yes. No, based on the profile, guys. So if I have taken up a rule number one, failover one, so all the traffic will goes here. All the always 100% traffic here. Then if it is down, yes. No, 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 guys. No, guys, no, guys. Wait, hold on. So what will happen here if I take it the failover option profile? I have created failover profile. So all the workload will goes to here, 100% workload. And there's a disaster happen in the east west. That time all 100% load will divert to here. That is my active passive mode, right? Another is that load distributions. So I wanted to make sure that I don't want to send all the traffic to US. I want to send some traffic to India also, right? So what I'll do that I'll make 60% load here, 40% here. It's a depend, yes, it's a depend on the rules what we are creating. So let me quickly show you that rule quickly. So I'll go in traffic manager, create a profile. I'll just give a active passive. Here I'll be taking a priority base. This is what rule we can choose it. Is it a performance base? It is a weightage base, is a priority base, right? I'll take it priority as my this one, and I'll just choose any resource group. I'll create it. All right, this rule will get created. Right, this rule has been created. Now here I'm adding my endpoints, traffics. Here I'm adding the endpoint traffic. Let's say that I'll say one is my active mode. This is my US active PDC. I'll say that US is my PDC, and I'll give it some public IP. Choose this public IP. All right, this is not allowing to configure. A lot of things to configure before that. I'll just choose app service. Can't find app service. So here I'm providing a wait priority 1, right? I cannot add it right now because I don't have any resource that can listen. There's no resources there which can be listened. And those are the not accepting until unless I set the DNS. Right, I'll set the priority 1 here. And other one which I'm creating after creating this, I'll creating another rule which will be, let's say that IND secondary site. Then this will be priority will be 0, right? So this is how you can set. You can set from 110 to which will be highest priority, that will goes all the traffic there, right? I can add multiple priorities. So I can have multiple sites. This is India. I can have a UK, right? What I wanted to have it, let's say that all the traffic goes here. If this goes down, send the traffic to this one. So this is priority will be 10, right? If this priority will be 5. So all the traffic always goes here. And it is goes down, so all the traffic goes here. And I'll be having a US side, that's priority will be 1, right? So what will happen that it goes down, so all the traffic goes here, and it is also goes down, the traffic goes here. Here is a higher priority will be higher consideration. Yes, higher. Exactly. You can go for priority 1000 up to the 1000, right? Now let me quickly deploy another profile which is a geographical base. Just a minute, guys. Yep, it got deployed. Now this time my rule have taken a geographical base. Now if this time I'm handing at endpoints, right? So here I need to decide, let's say that all the details, what is my endpoint name, is it nested one or Azure external devices. Okay, I'll just say that google.com, right? This is my Google traffic, right? Anyone's coming to google.com, if he's coming from if he's coming from India, so I'll have to choose my location India, right? If it's coming from India, then send the traffic to my google.in, right? I'll just give it, if any traffic comes to this URL, this profile, and it's coming to India, send it to google.in. I can have another profile, same one, google.co.uk. If any traffic comes to Europe, this will be considered as a UK. If you want to just specify the site. If you don't say that, okay, all Europe should be considered. So what I have to do, I have to create only Europe one. I'll just say the Europe. Any traffic coming to this URL, this URL, which URL? I'll just show you that. This URL will it's coming from Europe, then it will go to this location, this uk.co.uk. And if it is coming from India, that it will goes to google.com. Make sense, guys? Right? So it's a totally depend on how you create a policy. You can create a nested policy also, that I'm not going in details. So you have a couple of policies available here, right? Any questions, guys, on the networking part? Yes, Mesh. Based on the rules, based on the rules what we have decided, traffic manager, that will consider. Any questions on the entire networking, not only traffic manager, entire networking? Any questions? All right. One one last topic, which is a theory again, we cannot show the practically. So let's say that I have a website. I have a website. This is website is I have deployed in US East 2, right? Now, a person who's sitting in India want to access the website, so he have to travel across 1,000 kilometers to get the web page. Let's say that another person is sitting in the China, right? He have to access, he have to travel across the global. One person is sitting in the UK or US, UK, sorry, UK. He have to travel across 500 kilometers. And the US one, he can easily get it. So let's say that it takes 1 microsecond here. This will take 5 microseconds. And this will take 20 microseconds. 20 microseconds. This will take 20 microseconds or 25 microseconds, right? So the customer who is sitting here, that's absolutely fine. Whenever he clicks, he get immediately response. This customer will be quite annoying. The website is running slow. I don't feel good, but still okay. I can manage it. But those people who are sitting here are trying to access website, they will stop accessing. They will say that let me look for any another website which is be faster, right? Let's say that if you want to buy mobile and you are looking for the you are checking Amazon.com and Amazon.com is pretty slow for the India and China, they will quickly switch to their local company, might be Flipkart.com or Alibaba.com, right? Because it's responding very late. So what there is one more there is a service called CDN service, CDN, Content Delivery Network. If anything which is related, anything which in a website is static page, images, videos, right? Which is not frequently changing. Even the data, only the transaction data, except the transaction data, all the website will be get replicated to nearest location. This is nearest location across the globe, not only this specified region across the globe. Those location is called POP locations. POP locations. Or in Microsoft we call it edge locations, right? Either you can call it pop location or edge location. So this is called CDN service. All the website is here, but it will keep a copy across the globe, right? And if you do the changes here, you have to push changes to all your CDN services, all the locations. So that is called a CDN's expiry, cache clearing, whatever you can say that. This is all up to the service provider. So there is a three major companies in the world. I believe one is the Horizon, another is VeriSign, third is yeah, Akamai. Yes, three big services in the companies. One is Akamai, Cloudflare also there. Yes, sorry, Cloudflare versus Cloudflare is a Microsoft service. Leave it. AWS service, Cloudflare. So let's say the Akamai, Verizon, and what I said, VeriSign or Verizon, VeriSign. All right. So this is a company which is very much famous in the market. I simply search that CDN companies, right? So you can find out there is a lot of CDNs companies there. So what is CDNs company do that? They create there are POP locations. So here is your web server, site server. They create a lot of POP locations. This is called edge locations. This is my origin servers and this is edge locations. Can you see that edge locations? And those are clients are accessing from nearby, right? So this is one of our example. This is my server and it is get replicated on my POP location or edge locations. And those are the users accessing. This is called CDN services. So CDNs in Azure. Azure also provide a CDN. AWS also provide a CDNs. Google also provide a CDN. CDNs in Azure can be applied on multiple places. CDN services can be applied. CDN services can be applied on virtual machine base, VM base, storage account. Any data you're keeping in a storage account, you can have it. Then you can have app service. App service we haven't covered. It is a PaaS service of website. PaaS service of website, right? It can be possible with lot of more services available. So I can simply go on Azure portal, look for the CDN profile, CDN profiles, right? Here I can create a CDN profile. Alright, this CDN will be global. It's not a regional service. There will be two price. There's multiple pricing plan. Verizon, Akamai, or Microsoft. I'll just say the Microsoft one. There's a different pricing is there. Right, I'll go next and create a profile. Alright, I'll just go with I have not registered myself for CDN service. I'll go with standard Verizon. Let's see that it's no. Right, this is unable here. So I'll be creating a CDN service. Come on, quickly do it quickly. Okay, meanwhile it's getting created. I'll just show that storage account. This is my storage account. Now if I go down here in the storage account, I'll look for the CDN service, Azure CDN. So this data I can create a CDN service of here. I can use existing CDN services which I already have. It's loading up. If I don't want to use that one, I can create a new CDN service, right? So let me see that it's get deployed or not. Yep, its CDN got deployed. Now here I can add endpoints. What could be my endpoints? It will be my website data where I'm keeping there's those data. So those will be are mentioned in the endpoints. Right now I can simply show you that yep, I don't have endpoint here right now. So let me create an endpoint from here. Storage account, static website, app service, cloud service, or custom origin. So those things I can take it up. I'll take a static website. I'll just say that demo CDN. So I'll saving website anything. So this website will be now get propagated across the globes. So anyone who's across the globe is trying to access quickly do that my access. And after doing the changes, I'll just do the purge. So it will reflect all the my website to across the locations. Make sense, guys? Any questions on CDN? Quickly show you the CDN. So this will be a primary region and that will be replicated to most of the region. That is called CDN. Okay. Yep. This is a good example of CDN. So this is now running. Any website is running here, that will be considered as a CDN website. I don't think so. I'm running here anything. Let's see that. And nothing running. I'm not running anything here. Or I can simply check it, the original data. Hello everyone. So it should be replicated in few minutes. Alright, I need to look on that why is CDN is not reflecting. But this is how CDN works, guys. Here you can find out custom domain, origin, location, compression while sending a data, caching rule when you have to get expired, automatically expire. So all those things, geo-filtering, any location you don't want to get replicate their data. So as of now, I have allowed all the regions. Okay, I have not selected regions. I'll allow all the regions. Actually, I don't require filtering. Still not replicated. Alright, something is might be missing. Cannot find the endpoints. Or it's a new endpoint. It may be ready. Not yet. So it is not ready yet. It will take few minutes to get replicate. Okay, guys. I think that's it. What I need to cover on the storage account, on the CDN part. So you can have multiple types of CDNs. Those are my CDNs endpoints. Storage account website, cloud services, web app, and custom origin. In the custom origin, you just need to provide a name. Any questions, guys, on CDN? Any questions on CDN? Kiran, Mahesh, all good? Perfect. So, did you worked on Xedian, Kiran, Mahesh? Did you guys worked on Xedian earlier, or do you know that concept Xedian? Perfect, perfect, no issue. So, Xedian is a good concept. No, most of the website are generally views. You see that it's under the Xedian. All right. Okay. Anything else which I need to cover related to networking? L104. The networking. Good. We are good. We have almost covered all the topics on the networking as per the examination. And apart from that, more other topics also we covered. Okay, guys. See you on Monday, and we'll start a new topic, which will be, yeah, sorry, yeah, I generally, I don't forget actually, I got busy in other works. So I'm sorry, yeah. It's take delay.